Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to From the Depths, where we are building a new little boat today, and believe me, it will be small. It will be the smallest official boat I'll probably ever build. Look at this. 84 meters in length, 8 blocks wide. This is gonna be a challenge, to make something decent out of this. Okay. Now, she has officially, she's even smaller than this. She has a beam of 7.9 meters, length of 83 to 85 meters, depending on the point of measurements. But I think this will be a good enough measurement point here. 84 meters. I think that is fine. So, we are taking note of the last blocks of metal I'll ever place on this ship. Ooh, shiny. Let's immediately turn the color green into something more usable. That'll do. Okay, so water hull, main hull, check and check. Blocks. We are going wood to divide the ship into compartments. Let's make a rough layout. Something like this. Now, this ship should have 3 4.7-inch guns, 12 centimeters. Where are the guns located on this ship? Christ, I can't even see it on that picture. Shows how bad that picture is. Do we have any other picture? No, that's just a picture of a sinking one. No. Wait. No, that's... No. That is the wrong one. That is a 1944 design. I don't want that. Do we have... Come on. Open in a new tablet, please. Yes. This will suffice. One in the middle of the ship, one in the front, one in the aft section. Okay. So there. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just staring at the picture here because, you know, difficulties. I'm not a fan of that one there. But it is what it is. Okay. In a weird way, I actually like the way this looks with the darker wood beams like that in between. I might do that more often. Okay. Okay. Now, I am actually going to use a bit more metal, not a lot. However, the bow section of this ship must be higher. So let's do so. Does that mean I have to redo the entire deck again? Yes. It does. I can live with that. Terribly sorry. It's a bit of a... I have to work with some very old pictures here. Oddly enough, this ship feels pretty long. For what? Yeah. Okay, no, we're gonna remove those. This one is gonna stay here, though. This will be the bridge section. Yeah, that will be the bow. Okay, yeah, looks good. Gonna add another layer of armor up here. Armor that up. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. I have no idea. It's a bit of a shot in the dark here. Am I using the same color scheme? Yes, I am. Okay. I am gonna close it off. Make it a bit stronger. I feel that is justified, I feel. Same trick there. Looks a bit better. Okay. Goodbye, metal. Alloys. Because, you know, you're gonna be... In terms of weight, this ship might have a little issue. Let's put it like that. Also... wood beams, please. Keep confusing the middle line here. It's not something I often do, using a middle line like that. Okay. Check and check. This front section might need to move slightly to the rear. Yes. Was about to say be a dairy. Let's do that. Yes. Goodbye, 88 blocks. 7,000 materials. Right now, the ship is cheaper than a duster. Do we have any? No, it's just gonna be a guessing game here. It's gonna be a guessing game. I like that. So it's a bit of a free design, I suppose. Okay. Down here, and we will... She is shaped that away. Add a funnel. And no, let's keep those in there. Okay, that is fine. After the funnel, we have a bit of a platform for the gun. After the gun, we will have yet another, a bit smaller funnel. Let's use the same building technique here. Yeah. Right, let's funnel 1, funnel 2. At least the basics, the basics, the basics. After that, I'd say we have a small hole. Then we have another platform for range finding equipment. At least I'm gonna assume. This is gonna be a bloody pain, isn't it? Well, a lot of mimicking work here. There will be a mast in that section, and after that, it's too far aft. Oh, to keep that section free at the very least. So I will have a gun platform over here. Gun over here. And we're gonna move the mast a bit forward, like so. Masts. Of course, we'll have a second mast, or well, a primary mast over here. I keep doing that. Okay. And this will be the bridge. Don't like the master. I'll remove you. Okay. Then I suppose we'll have a torpedo launcher there. How many torpedoes did you have? Armament. 2 twin torpedoes, so 4 torpedoes. And 3 guns. Oh, God. Alright, measurement time. Gun. 2 torpedoes. Gun. Gun. This gun will be on the right side. Okay, where on earth will the last should the last torpedoes be? Checking models. Semi-protected area in the front for the torpedoes, yeah. I would assume, by looking at the pictures, that in between the aft mast and the detection equipment here is the position where the torpedoes should be. That's the most logical place. So I'm gonna cut this platform down to size, like seriously cut it down. Ooh. Pardon me. So we can have 2 torpedoes there. So 4 torpedoes, 3 guns. This will be the setup. Also, I'm curious, will you float? I mean, you got plenty of wood. And more importantly, I wanted to know, would you capsize? So far, no. Let's quickly make sure the ship stays afloat. I mean, staying afloat is always a good thing. Also means she will become a bit more top heavy, and you can immediately see she is... she's staying upright. She's staying upright. Okay. Maybe that should be the first step, getting the engines installed. Now, old ship. I'm thinking... small. Let's just do it like that. Too lazy to set up another mirror mode. Ooh. That will be seriously overpowered. There is no way in hell that'll work. No. She will drive herself apart with those engines. So let's go with a bit smaller propellers, okay? Bit smaller. How much room do I have for the engine? Up till the wooden wall. So this section is my engine section, ladies and gentlemen. No more. Unless, if I go here, I don't need anything underneath here except because the torpedoes will be upstairs, and I can add the AI section in this section here. I could use this section for a turbine engine. I think that will be better. It's gonna be small though. It's gotta be small. Okay, wait, these are more expensive than these. Well, let's get the cheap ones. And let's break it down again. Piping. Okay, steam boiler. Do we want to go with a single boiler or 2 boilers? I think I'll go with 2 smaller boilers, like so. Resources. Let's have some material storage here as well. All right, let's see. Pressure 1.1. What can we create like this? 1.2. Yeah, it works, and material costs is low, but this will not power the engines properly. No. Instead, go... Let's start by doubling. Let's start by doubling. $2,000. Okay. You know what? Let's place it in the right position immediately, shall we? Yeah. Up here. Ship wheel. Fire control computer. A head flank. What can these two propellers do? They're out of the water every now and then, but she will drop down further once the guns are in place. She is now 10,000 materials. Not bad, not bad. Water. Circular propeller, please. Why not? Excuse me. Oh. You muppets. Okay, there we go. Now you can steer. Now you can steer fast. Let's give it a go. Look at that, and staying relatively stable in the turn as well. You know, I'm starting to learn. This is doing great. This is doing great. I like it. I like it. Do I want to add turbines as well? I might as well, right? We're using the steam anyway. Let's first things first, add a steam tank. Well, or 4. Excuse me, why? Oh, you muppets. There. So, we get steam building up now. Would be a shame not to use it, right? Would be a waste. Alright, then we're gonna say... Oof, this is gonna be annoying. I want 2 turbines. Yeah, no, let's place them like this instead. Okay, and steam piping. Let's do it like this, okay. That's fine. Now we're gonna waste a bit of steam here, but yeah, can't be helped. Steam turbines are filling up. Resources. get some batteries in. And if nothing else, she can charge... do I have a lot of aircraft on energy? No, not really, do I? No, might as well... Alright, let's use this engine. Power her up. 30,000. Okay. An electric engine. With enough power to keep her running for a while. Control. Okay, yeah, I know what I need. I need to fix this properly. Okay. Another control set here. Steam engines. Then I very much would like a valve here. Thank you very much. Between 8 and 10. And that'll do for now. Because you notice how much the engines are losing power right now. The amount of steam is too high. We're not using it up at all. Okay. Between 8 and you know what? Between 7.5 and 10. And the front pressure is between 0 and 5. You will open, otherwise you will close. Does that do the trick already? Keep the front pressure. Now we open this one. And then we just blast some of the steam away if necessary. Alright, for now it's good enough. For now it's good enough. Material cost, 11,000. Okay. 11,000 materials, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a little boat. Now, control. And we control the ship with an AI. Thank you, Munchleys. Probably the most expensive bit of the entire ship. Well, no, besides the guns, of course. We're gonna circle at, I don't know, 1,750 meters. This is a water vehicle, and it's a ship. We're moving. We are moving, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's start with the harder bits, I suppose. With a center line like this, it is very hard to get things aligned properly. Of course, that is one of the challenges we have with this build. It's nice to actually have a challenge. Because, you know, most of the time that does not happen these days. just building shit. And I hope you guys like it. I like it personally, but, I mean, I hope you guys do too. At least get inspiration for it, to see how things can be done, how things shouldn't be done, you know, the usual. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that is perfect. At least for now. Okay. Let's start off with the first gun, shall we? And I'm almost regretting this already. However, we will do so. We will do what we must. You know what? Let's do it like that. Yes. Okay. Advanced cannons. Nope. We need a gauge increaser for this, because we needed 120mm guns. And hello. Look at how lovely that fits. Is it dual guns though? I mean, I'm automatically going for it. 3 single. Oh god, no, no! This ship would be perfect to have dual guns. Okay. Abort, abort. Single it is. Advanced firing piece. Yeah, I suppose. Although the Omni Mantlet is a bit cheaper. Let's go with a small barrel. Yeah, okay. Okay. Autoloader? I suppose. Do something like that with relative ease. And remember, ease but also money is what we're going for. This needs to be cheap. In the AI room, I suppose we got the room for that. Advanced cannons, 1, 2. Screw it, let's just use 1, 2. We're going for the small shell. Small high explosive rounds. Or shall we add... Effective range is 1,000 meters of this shell. You know what? Alright, 1,000 meters it is. We're gonna set combat distance. 950 meters. Assigned to all intakes. Right now we have a ship that can fire 30 rounds a minute. That is not good enough, even though it's very old ship. I would like to double this at least. Should be able to. Ooh. intakes. Plenty of stuff in store. Look at that, 50 rounds a minute. And I suppose... yeah, the cooling limit is 54. It's actually the cooling that is limiting me now. And getting extra cooling in is gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna leave it as at this. This is it. This is my gun. 60 rounds a minute for such a small little boat, that's okay. Besides, the cost is increasing a lot this way. Don't like that. I do want something akin to armor. First things first, though, let's fix up that. Okay. If you expect this to be heavily armored, you will be mistaken. We're going with a very light armor scheme. Like, seriously light? Okay, there we go. Turrets. Do we want to add another block up there? No, not a full block. A small block. Okay. Okay. So, the Momi class. Okay, this frontal turret is on the left side. So getting this one set up on the right side is actually pretty nice, I think. Gonna have to make some modifications here, though. I'll do that in a moment. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. But if I move you here, it will fit. Okay. Let's clean house. At least it will fit in this direction. Okay. I know. These turrets will not fire right now. They are completely stuck, but one step at a time. That's what she will become. I suppose we will start adding the torpedoes as well. I missed a 2x2 turret. Why isn't there a 2x2 turret? Anyway. Missiles. You will get this as a missile system. It's tempting. Also, yeah, it is tempting, but no. We're going medium missiles. Oh, come on, that does not... I really had hoped you would actually connect to that. Okay, fair. Fire add-on. Fire control. Friend from foe. And more ammunition, please. You will be a torpedo. Torpedo. Ballast tank. Oops, wrong one. Float depths, 2.5 meters, please. Okay. That'll be my torpedo launcher. Momi torpedoes. Okay, if I move this torpedo launcher one back and the masts, yeah. Yeah. We can get away with that. So place torpedoes here. There. Okay, these are the weapons. Nice. It actually goes a lot faster than I first expected. Down here is a good enough position, I suppose, to get some resources stacked up. Like 2 ammo, but ammo? And we have plenty. And I'm actually going to armor it up. Well, mostly anyway. There. I was wondering where the torpedo was. You will get a normal weapon controller with a receiver. No failsafe, the torpedoes will handle that on their own. Same thing here. Let's make sure it is secured. So, torpedoes, ready for action. Torpedoes here, ready for action. The turrets, do you actually have an AI? Yes, you do. Okay. And you got shells as well, right? Yeah. All we need now is a detection system. And then we can actually do our first weapon tests. Of course, half of my guns will not function. Enemy 1700 meters. Torpedoes did function. And there goes the frontal gun, the only gun that works right now. Please don't kill me. I'm too young to die. Alright, damage debugging. Let's activate the overlap. Oh dear. That is scary, my friends. In fact, that is so scary, I want to... can I prevent that from happening? Yes, I can. To do that and say flip the azimuth. Not ideal. but it'll do the trick. It'll do the trick. We've done quite a bit of damage against Salty there. Now, of course, the torpedo will have the same issue. And no failsafe. Well, let's keep track on that for a while. This one is gonna fire. No problem. Alright, my main gun has been destroyed. The rest of the ship remains somewhat intact. Another hit on the bridge. Lucky I didn't die then. Okay. Let's remove those 2 blocks. Let's see if we can get our guns working. If you get blocked there, then you'll get blocked there as well. Okay. How's that? Let's repair the ship. 31,000 materials. Yeah, what can I say except weapons take up a lot of space. A lot of money. A lot of resources. Beam. Whoa. My AI exploded, but how? How did the AI explode? The enemy shell must have detonated right underneath the ship? The only thing I can think of. However, the enemy ship has been destroyed. Huh. Alright, let's try that again. Weapon test 2. That's acceptable, that's acceptable. Yeah, I'm not gonna remove more of the funnel. No saw. Really bad detection right now, don't I? Let's get some extra trackers in. Because I have the feeling my guns keep missing all the time. Yeah, pretty much. 24 out of 100 shots hit. Ouch. Of course, the guns are not the main weapon here. Clear all. Guns seem to work. So all I have to do now is make her prettier. Make sure things work again. Bigger. Turn you like so. Forward, backwards. No. 1, want to do that in essence. I mean, alright, we can do it like that, that's no problem. And then simply pretend she runs like that, right? I mean, yeah. Now, you. And all of these should be no issue. Okay. Show decorative wire frames. Yes, please. Okay, that is one. Now, number two. I'm tempted. To make you a bit smaller again. Not a lot. Just like so. Can I get away with you being a normal block? Probably not. Like so. Let's give it a try though. Something turns. There we go. Yeah, full turn is still quite capable. I just finished building that, you muppet. Also a terrifyingly good hit. The entire engine section is gone. Well, almost gone. In fact, no, you guys are still... No, you lost your control blocks, okay. Bad place to go offline, mate. Right in front of a Marauder. How expensive is a Marauder anyway? 42... Wow. 42,000. So I'm almost at the cost of a Marauder. It really... Honestly, it really does show that the Marauder... It's a crappy ship, the Marauder. We all know that. But still, it is well designed, if you think about it. I mean, for that cost, it's... Yeah. Oh, impressive. Impressive indeed. Okay. Sorry. Just admiring the Marauder here. It's a good ship. Say what you want, but it is a... Well, I wouldn't say it's a good ship, no. But it is a very well-designed ship. It's a very impressive design, I think. Also, that looks funky. I like it. Not quite what we need here. No. Well. If I do it like that... Makes it a bit less squarish. Hey, there we go. And then we add you there. I mean, it's not quite what I wanted, but I think I can make this work in a bit if I modify things slightly. Like so. Yeah, that's better. And easy enough to do even without mirror mode. One day I'm getting the hang of this. Okay, yeah, that gives a fascinating structure to the funnels. Talking about funnels, let's make sure at least one funnel is smoking. Now this is a coal-fired ship essentially, right? So you know what? 75 is fine. However, lifetime will go up to 7. And she will be a bit bigger. Okay. Did I place 2? No. Why do I have two separate... Excuse me? Fascinating to see some particles go in the wrong direction. Also, we can add steam. Since when can we add steam to these? This is new. I'm gonna go for smoke though. I like this. It's a bit weird, the smoke going in 2 directions, but hey, I like her. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done here for today. We constructed a small destroyer. Next time, we need to finish the bridge. Still need to add a roof. Need to add the decal work, the decorations, things like that. But, yeah. A very fun little ship, I'd say. 31,000 materials. Meaning, let's see... Scuttle gun. You are equal in material cost to my ship. Show me. Oh, right. The big-ass cannon. And not much else. Very fun cannon construction, though. Gotta give it to the designer there. Okay. So, a fair fight. However... Oof! She just took out a gun and torpedo launcher and my ammo storage. I did get my torpedoes off though, so I'm not too worried. I will do a lot of damage in return. Where are my torpedoes? My torpedoes have hit already. Okay, yeah. Incoming shots. Oh, Now that is not... Whoa, that is not fair. You knocked out my engine. You knocked out my AI. A gun and torpedoes in a single salvo. Keep shooting. Here, target the gun and fire. Manual control is still control. If we can, I would like full speed. Ooh. No, I was gonna say we're moving, but that was probably due to the explosion of the enemy shell winner. Let's re-aim a bit. Reloading. I'm out of shells. Reloading still. Oh god. Okay, so 2 quick changes before we actually end the episode, because I'm like totally triggered now. These are my Steam. Yeah, my Steam engines. Batteries. Resources. I'm going to move the batteries. Oh, that's the bow of the ship. Pardon me, went the wrong way. Gonna move the battery engine this way. I thought we were able to keep this system running. What's happening? Alright, we're still building up steam. Okay. Okay, yeah, fair. Alright, yeah, we're building up steam again. Okay, good. Good. So that's change 1. Change 2, you saw the main ammo detonation caused, well, this entire section to blow up, essentially. Which is fine. But I do want secondary ammo. An ammo barrel there, and I guess an ammo barrel here next to the engine, because why not? And we're gonna armor that up, and we're gonna armor the AI up, because we haven't done that yet. And that's stupid. I know. Okay. Now she's pretty much done in terms of costs. Save vehicle. This will, of course, be a 1900 Japanese ship. I'm gonna forget what it is, because it's not a name that's in my vocabulary, so to say. Okay, new test. What was it? The Raider? The Scuttle Gun?
Listening. Water mode at your service.
4 torpedoes inbound. Impact. 40k damage, that is impressive. That one almost failed. Scuttle gun hasn't really shot back yet. Oh, there they come. About time too. Yeah, it's mostly my torpedoes that are doing the damage, but that's good. There we go. She can easily take on something her own size. Now, in theory, load vehicle. Let's get another Momi in. No, that's 40,000. How expensive were you again? 30. Do we have something of 60? A Raider. Good torpedo salvo, good torpedo salvo. We're taking heavy fire here. That Raider has some very nasty guns for its level. However, I'm confident I'll kill her. I'll kill that little Raider. I will take some nasty damage as well, though, in return. That... Holy. 2 of her guns are gone. Her torpedoes are still intact, and her centerline gun is still intact. But yeah, like I said... Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Entire gun got destroyed. Ooh. Almost blown up ammo. Probably will detonate once that ammo goes up in flames. Pardon me, I'm evacuating that ship. Boom. Just in time before the explosion. Damage reports. Yeah, not too bad actually. I just lost her entire bow and that's it. Still, we can tackle ships of our own costs, ladies and gentlemen. And we can tackle them relatively easily. And that's the sign of a decent ship, right? That you can tackle the ships of your own cost without taking too much damage in return. Of course, there is one enemy here that I think can easily defeat me. That's 40,000. And I have 60,000, right? Raider? Yeah. Let's go with 8. 8 dusters. Immediately, we're seeing the first flaw. I can continue playing for hours on end here. Just min-maxing a ship like this. But that is for me to see. And not for you guys. See you around, folks. And take care.